Hi, my name is Sanjay Yadav and welcome to video 1. In this video, we are going to talk about 5 deadly mistakes trainers and speakers make which does not let their training business double every year. So let me tell you how I discovered these 5 mistakes. Having trained around 1500 people और बहुत कमाल के इवेंट्स करने के बाद और बहुत अमेजिंग फीडबैक मिलने के बाद आई स्टार्टेड टू थिंक कि संजय नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू बी अ वेल्दी ट्रेनर. पीपल वुड डाई टू कम टू योर इवेंट्स और तुम्हारा फोन तो बजता ही रहेगा हमेशा. बट दैट डिड नॉट हैपन एंड द ओनली कॉल विच आई यूज टू गेट वॉज फ्रॉम माई टेलीकॉम कंपनी एंड वो एक ही सवाल करते थे, क्या सर आप अपना फोन प्रीपेड से पोस्टपेड में कन्वर्ट कराना चाहेंगे. देन आई रियलाइज कि आई एम डूइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग and I need to study. And then I started to research some amazing trainers like Anthony Robbins, Jack Canfield, some online marketers like Frank Kern, David D'Angelo, and so many of them. And doing research for around 1.5 years, I realized that they're using a system. And that system is helping them to fill their live events and to sell their online programs, their books, or ये realization के बाद then I started to work on to this, and then I started to help trainers and speakers to attract 10 times more audience to their live and online events in half the marketing cost and efforts. So let's dive in. What are the 5 mistakes?
Mistake number 1, not collecting data of your targeted audience. I spoke to around 1500 people, but I had contact of none because all those events were corporate events. If I had the database of those people, it would have been easier for me to fill my own live events. Now you might be thinking that Sanjay, a lot of my audience is on my Facebook page or on your profile, but what you may not be knowing is Facebook allows your post to only reach 2 to 5% of your FB audience. So even if you have 1000 likes on your page, that will never ever get more than 20 to 50 likes for your post. You'll have to pay to Facebook for reaching to your own audience. So what's the solution? So the solution is making opt-in pages like these. So next time when you do an event and speak to a group of relevant people, offer them a free report, ebook, video, high in value in exchange of their name and email ID on your website. This way you'll get the data of interested people in a topic. When marketed properly, these people would then love to come to a live event on that topic. Mistake number 2, not frequently engaging and not segmenting your audience. Some trainers I have spent time with says that they do share lots of good posts and tweets to their audience. They connected with their audience. I know that is good, just that connecting and engaging are two different things. I am connected with my relatives, but the conversations I have with my best friends are engaging. So where does engagement comes from? It comes from talking about your audience's fear, desires, aspirations and dreams. This engagement will get you more audience and readers. So next time whatever you share online, just think about what fear, desires, aspiration and dreams your post talks about. So now let's talk about segmenting. I'm not sure what exactly you train about. So for explaining this point, let's say you can do career counseling, can do business coaching and can teach about memory as well. So let's say you have one page of yours wherein you talk about your career, business and memory. So whatever people you have on your Facebook who have heard you in your trainings would get irrelevant information and would get disconnected from you, which leads in loss of intimacy, and then asking them to do anything would be very difficult. Moreover, Facebook and Twitter has one problem. Whenever you do a post, people reading it knows that it is for everyone. And even if it could be a good information, people may not get engaged in. There's a loss of intimacy on Facebook and Twitter. Let me give you an example. Which thing you would respond to? One of your friends wishes everyone Happy New Year on his wall? Or to that same person messaging you Happy New Year? I'm sure you're more likely to respond to the second option. So what's the solution? Solution is make different Facebook pages for different topics so that you share right information with the right person, and send that same valuable information through email too. That gives a personalized touch and then the person is more likely to get engaged with you with your information. Mistake number 3, not automating the process. A lot of us, when we get excited and understands that our business has to be online, we tend to start posting online for a while and try to engage the right people with us. But something happens and our own life comes in the way and we get inconsistent or stop doing it all. Let me tell you something amazing. Your online presence is important so that right people would be able to find you. And in this online world, there are 2 awesome friends of yours who can help you in this for free of cost. They're Google and Facebook. They want to help you. A lot of people come to them and share their problems with them. And they both can guide those people to you for free. The only catch is that they have a condition. They look for consistency and relevancy in your content for people. You might be having some cool relevant information for your audience, but if you are not consistent enough, Google and Facebook won't help you for free then. So what's the solution? Let me share an example with you. I wrote around 10 posts and made around 15 picture quotes, which took me almost a whole day. I automated the whole process by using scheduled post feature on Facebook, and for a month I was free as I had created content which would keep my audience engaged for a month. You can do the same thing on YouTube, Twitter, and for automated emails you can use MailChimp, SendLane. And most importantly, automating the whole process gets you consistent in the eyes of Google, Facebook, and in your audience eyes. Mistake number 4, not having an upsell or premium products. If you see planes, trains, they've got premium offer to those who want better service and better experience, which contributes a lot to their business. So let's say you have one product, maybe a live event, where people will come, enjoy your event and appreciate you. So let's say you offer one-on-one coaching on that same topic and you work with people for a time period for a certain result. Some of the audience who have loved your event may get converted, and those people will pay you premium charges for your time and attention. This strategy alone can get your business a boost. Most of the people just can't take action only on information. Sometimes they need a mentor, coach, who would hold their hands through the journey towards their goals. So what's the solution? Solution is package your information in 3 or 2 ways at least. Let's say the information you shared in your events, you charge rupees X for it, and share the same info one-on-one with a person and helps him or her following the information and achieving his or her goals. You can easily get rupees 5x to 10x for it. Mistake number 5, not doing content marketing. So let's talk about your profit now. Your profit is equal to number of events per year multiplied by number of people who attended multiplied by profit per ticket plus number of products you sold into profit of each product. Basically your profit depends on the number of people who bought your trainings or your products. Remember, people like to buy, not to be sold. People would buy products from whom they know, like and trust. A lot of trainers try to sell their trainings or products without doing this. Content marketing is all about building relationship with your prospect so that he or she feels you have authority and credibility into that particular topic. It's actually a huge topic, and I would definitely go deep into this in my future emails to you. So stay tuned. But let me try to explain it to you briefly. Content marketing is about giving some amazing information initially for free to people, which gratifies them instantly with their needs, fear, aspirations, and then sending more relevant information in which the person is interested. This helps in development of the bond between you and your prospect. Let me give you an example. Let's say a boy saw a girl and fell in love instantly with her. Boy goes to the girl and bends on his knees and proposes girl for the marriage. Even if the boy is right for the girl, we both know what the girl would say. No. This is what majority of the trainers do. As soon as they come to know that the person is interested in that topic they teach, they start to sell. And we both know what happens then. Nothing. Content marketing is about building relationship with your audience, initially doing very small requests, and if they respond and shows interest, then gradually increasing the level of request. And finally, when the rapport is built up, intimacy is there, and then asking them to buy your products or come to your events. So these were the 5 mistakes I wanted to communicate with you, and pray that you are not doing these mistakes. Thank you for watching till here. This clearly shows that you are committed in growing your training business. And allowing me to share this information makes me feel so grateful towards you. I'm soon going to share my another report on 5 mindsets for trainers and speakers to double their training business every year. So stay tuned at your email. Well, that's it for now. If you feel there's more a trainer should be doing and certain things a trainer should not be doing, please write it in the comment section below this video. We'll have a conversation. And do like and share this video. Your friends would appreciate it. Thank you.